everyone. Hello, judges. My name is Antoine, and this is Pierre, and we are going to talk to you about We Can Be Heroes, our project of platform to make big dreams come true. I would like to start by telling you a story that led to the concept of We Can Be Heroes, and that happened a few months ago. I was working at an internet company, and one day we all received a message from a guy named Bob who wanted to send a customized satellite into outer space. Basically what he told us was it was possible nowadays to do this for roughly $200,000, and he included links to the piece of hardware he wanted to use, the launchpad he wanted to use, and he told us that he was looking for 199 crazy space geeks like him to spend $1,000 and join him in this great adventure. All the answers that he got were super excited. People didn't know that they could do that. They didn't know that they could afford to send a satellite in outer space. But they pledged massively because they just wanted to own a piece of real estate in outer space, actually. So it took Bob less than 24 hours to gather $200,000 in a single company. So Pierre and I then thought how many people on Earth would love to be part of great adventures like that, but didn't even know that they could afford it. For example, you're a fan of horse races. Maybe there are millions of horse races fans on the planet. Maybe you can find 1,000 of them willing to pledge $1,000 to actually buy a horse racing team and see your own horses racing all around the world. If you're a fan of great outdoors, maybe you can find people like you who want to actually buy your own private island and enjoy the pristine water till the rest of your life. If you're a Renaissance fair geek, there are millions of them around the world. Maybe you can actually find people just like you who want to buy an actual Middle Ages castle and organize your fair in this castle. And if you, I don't know, collect sailing ship models, maybe you can find other sailing ship models geeks who wants to create an actual scale 1 version of your favorite 18th century sailing ship. So that's exactly what We Can Be Heroes is offering. It's a single platform to inspire and let people around the world, give people around the world the power to fulfill big dreams they didn't know they could afford. But as you know, with power comes great responsibility. We don't want to be another crowdfunding platform where you just basically throw money at someone and wait for updates while he is creating his project. We want people to co-fund and co-create their vision. So that's why we're on our platform, we are developing collaborative tools to let people work together toward achieving their goal. It's not just about financing, it's also about fulfilling. And Pierre will show you now the platform and how it looks like.
Thanks. So, I'll show you. How platform works. Okay. Sorry. Okay. So this is our homepage. So the first thing to know is that dreams are divided into categories. So you can choose a category you're passionate about. So let's say world heritage. And then you can easily browse and check funding status for each dream. So here is the dream page. So this is a page where the magic happens. This page has been set up by the dream creator, and it got all the information needed for potential dreamers. So far it looks like a classical crowdfunding platform, except that the dream shares are all of the same amount. So of course we got a dreamer section to see people who already pledged for the dream. But as we said, We Can Be Heroes is also a co-creation platform. So we are developing a bunch of collaborative tools to have our users work together efficiently. So we got the Dreamers Den, where everybody can start a discussion about any topic. We also got a calendar to plan events with our dreamers. We got a decision center, sorry, to ask the dreamer about a specific topic. And we also got a document center, so that you can share stuff with your dreamers and co-create documents. So as you can see, with We Can Be Heroes, we really want our users to use our platform beyond the funding and to use it as a real co-creation tool to fulfill that dream directly on the platform. And this is the service we are selling.
Yeah, and so for this service, we have a very simple business model. We take 5% of each dream that is successfully funded on our website, and we don't charge anyone if the dream doesn't meet its goal. So that's a classic business model in the crowdfunding industry that we're entering. The industry is very strong. It will be a $5.1 billion industry in 2013, and it's growing very fast. So it's safe to say that people are already educated to the basic principle of crowdfunding, and we want to go further and make them co-create instead of only co-fund. We have a team of 2. Pierre is handling all the technical aspects of the platform. He has lead dev experience at a French web agency, and I will be handling all the business aspects. I have marketing experience at Google, and we both created in the past a startup called backpackmojo.com. And now we want to work on this vision that the internet can let you dream bigger if you dream together, and you can go through life actually fulfilling dreams you never thought you could afford. And so we are planning to launch our beta dreams, so we would love you to join. And thank you for your attention, and we look forward to your questions.
Why don't you go a little closer to our judges so that we could make that a little bit more intimate, and let our judges jump in on their questions. Eric, you look like you're ready to go. Here.
Well, first of all, I like the idea around dreams and the collaboration. I guess a basic question, just because it's an industry standard around 5%, is there a reason you elected that as an amount?
Well, it's the reason is people are already used to paying that kind of fee when they're creating dreams on other platforms, not dreams but crowdfunding projects. So we think we shouldn't go past that because people might get scared of a platform that asks 10% or higher. And we have a platform that looks like other crowdfunding platform, but we have a few more tools. So basically, we think it's important that people recognize that it's a crowdfunding platform and feel secure about it before they pledge their money.
And have you launched anything yet privately? Do you have a sense of what type of dreams are going to sort of surface to the top outside of satellites and maybe homes in Canada?
Yeah, so basically we are working with different communities of passionate people in different sections, like our categories, and we are launching dreams. We talk to them in the first place to know what exactly they wanted to fund, and then we launch the dreams in these communities. They are already using our platform, but it's a restricted beta for now. So we haven't launched dreams on the actual website, but we see that it's actually working. And the satellite example, we have relaunched a satellite example, and it's almost funded. So it's we see that people are really picking the idea.
So have you? Yeah. So you've executed any dreams yet?
No dreams has been totally funded yet. So we're still looking at what users do and if they can go past the actual funding period and actually fulfill the dream, because it's not only just putting money on the website, it's also work together, and that's what we are trying to see. We're trying to see if it works actually.
Okay, so I mean, I think it's a really good idea. I think we're going to be really surprised with what people dream about and what they're ready to co-found. So you know, it's really interesting. Yeah, I mean, you know, that's for me. As long as nothing's been funded, it's not there yet. But
it's a dream.
Yeah, it's a dream.
It's a dream.
So maybe let me be a bit more negative on that. Well, first of all, on how much you can charge, I think there will be an evolution over time over the risk-adjusted value that people see in the service. So if you manage to get people who have really daring dreams come to you, because that's where people go to that, then you might be able to charge more, because it's like venture capital. If you lose half or 2/3 of your early stage companies, you'd better make up more than 5% when it works. Now, that being said, for people to go to you, they need to know about you. How are you going to go through the clutter of everything, about crowdsourcing and so on? How people will find you?
Well, our strategy on that is to have actually dreams that have been fulfilled with key figures on each of these dreams. It means superstars in the domains that we are trying to get dreams on, so that people can see that the platform works. And as you said,
why would superstar come to you?
because we're trying to inspire them with the dream story that doesn't exist on the web. Actually, they're all those superstars, for example, are all involved in small communities. Even if these communities could be much larger if you take the whole world. So we are trying to prove to them that these communities are much larger, and we actually put them in contact with other people in this community. So the superstars have a dream, and people trust them. So they actually put their money because they are there. And our strategy is to get those people on the platform, get the first dream funded, and after that, show people that it works, and let them dream bigger and dream about other dreams as well.
So I'd like to see the superstars before I do it.
So you've differentiated it almost in terms of content. I'm going to crowdfund dreams, and you're encouraging people to co-create and dream big. But what would prevent a Kickstarter or any of these other now very popular crowdfunding platforms to decide, hey, we can do dreams too?
Yeah. So basically, they wouldn't adapt the concept directly because their positioning is very different. They're trying to improve creativity and indie culture. So they could set up another platform and call it a Dream Kicker or something like that. But the work that we've found the most takes the most time is to actually talk to the communities. They couldn't use their own community because it's not a community of passionate people around the exact same subject. So the work that we're doing right now is talk to specific communities and try to get them excited about the concept. Now, if Kickstarter wants to launch another platform just like us, maybe it also means that the model is good, and we're trying to, we will try to compete with them on this level.
Excellent. Great. Well, I think that's what we have time for. If your judges are satisfied with your answers and their questions, gentlemen, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Dream big, and good luck with everything that you're doing.
Thank you. Thank you.